Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of October 14th through October 20th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate with everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here, for sharing a bit of your day with me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so we have the 4 decks here, and I'm not actually sure. These are the decks that I was called to for this reading. Some of these decks I wouldn't actually use generally for money and career, but these are the decks that Spirit indicated for you, Aquarius, for today's reading. And if you notice, they have pretty much, they've got kind of a purple and goldy theme going on here. So purple generally is a luxury and, oh man, the word has left me here. Luxury and royalty. There we go. And gold, of course, is, gold is, of course, the, money there. The color of gold, the color of money or coins, riches, if you will. So, all right. Woo. That one jumped all the way across. All right, we're going to go ahead and get a little bit. Ooh, interesting. Wow. This is, wow. Okay. My goodness. My goodness. Wow, lots of cards coming out. Okay. Let's get one more on that. Or, wow. I do not even know now. All right, Aquarius, this reading is a little wild. So let's look at your current energy. Your current energy is admit your true feelings to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So your current energy, some of you are really not tuned in to what it is that you truly want, and then it's not showing up and you're getting a bit upset. Some of you maybe have been looked over for the promotion a few times, or haven't gotten the raise, or put your applications in for a new job or for a new career, what have you, and it just hasn't been happening. And for some of you, you're not really being honest with what it is that you want. Some of you who, don't shoot the messenger here, are really looking at just financial gain and not looking at, kind of a bigger picture or what really could be going on, and or being super honest with yourself about what you actually want. What is it that you actually want as far as money goes, as far as career goes, as far as your, your how you're spending your time, or how you're going out for some of the house to actually make money, how you're spending that energy, how you're right. Some of you are not being truly honest. What is it that you really want to do as far as work goes? Is it work for somebody else? Is it work for yourself? Is it to follow a passion? Is it a hobby that you're super interested in, that you feel could actually turn into a career, a business, something that you could do full time? It's time to really take a look at that and to be honest with yourself about that, because your current energy is that of being potentially a bit indecisive and or not being honest with yourself. Okay, now you also with that have the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you really, with that 3 of Wands energy, some of you really are looking towards new horizons as far as work goes. Some of you but you're not being honest with yourself, or you're not really looking into that as something that could actually be done. You're wanting to reach new horizons. You're looking at that, but you're not being honest with yourself about what that potentially could mean, or what it might take, or kind of being honest with yourself, or even looking into if that is what you really want. It's fabulous to kind of dream about being like a CEO, or starting a business, but the stuff that goes around it, or the stuff that goes into that, can be a little bit more. So you're also getting, within that current energy, the Eight of Pentacles coming in here. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this energy is that of needing to develop the skills and or move into this dedicated space, and kind of out of what may be considered a little bit of a wishy-washy space. As again, some of you really haven't tuned into, looked at, and for some even written down your true desires, what it is that you truly want as far as money and career go. It's nice to say we want more money, but what is more money? Is it, do you need an extra $1,000 a month, an extra, $1,000 every couple months, right? Or an extra 10,000, excuse me, every couple months? Is it you need a dollar raise? What is that? What is it that you're truly desiring? As far as work goes, are you looking for something that really challenges you, or are you looking for something that is just easy, that you can just go and spend your couple of hours a day, or up to 8, however many, for some 12, right? And then you get to leave and not have to think about it until the next day, or what have you. For some, working 3 days a week is optimal, but you need to really tune into and almost define what it is, what your true desires are. Be honest with yourself. Admit to yourself if you're feeling kind of caged in. What is going to assist you in getting out of that? What is going to assist you in moving into this energy of almost feeling kind of free, or having a bit of freedom? For some, it is really being able to be in a leadership role. For others, it is not, right? And you know your own story here, lucky star. So that current energy is that energy of being able to admit what it is. Now, what is coming in is embracing enthusiasm. Shout out to the heavens with happiness. So you have some celebration that is going to be coming in here, Aquarius, and you need to be sure that you are ready for it, because once you get through this current energy, which can feel a bit bogged down, but once you really kind of look at your skill set, look at the, ooh, just through that one, how dedicated you may be to bringing this to life, there is going to be a celebration. You are going to be shouting out with happiness, kind of almost shouting from the rooftops about this beautiful, beautiful happenstance, this new income, this new position, this new place that you have decided, entrepreneurship, maybe a new career, and or deciding to be in the space where you are happy and content no matter what. That is what is coming in. Now with that, you have the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the Death card. How freaking interesting is that? Wow, Aquarius. So you have the Six of Swords moving into the Seven of Swords here. And with that Six of Swords, this is, some of you, this shouting out is going to be with that Six of Swords, that you decide within this, truly decide what you desire, is going to be leaving a stressful workplace or moving into a new role. Some of you, this could be a promotion. For some of you, it's just that you've had enough and you have just decided that it is time. For some, you have some co-workers or even a boss that has just been vile, is the word coming through here, to you, and you're deciding to let that go and to look at something new. So this is the thing. Be honest with yourself. Be true. Admit your feelings. If this has become too much for you, if it is, for some, it's coming through that there's a potential it might be even leading to health issues. If that is true for you, then it may just be finally leaving that, separating from that position or moving into a new position, moving to a new job that is going to really have you shouting from the rooftops with so much joy and happiness, because you no longer have to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. Wow, very gorgeous. Now with the Seven of Swords coming in here, some of you really, which we've already touched on, may have been dealing with some gossip, may have been dealing with some kind of sabotage at work, or jealousy, or potentially a boss or a coworker really kind of taking your ideas or putting things out there that you spoke with them about. For some, it may be like a leader within your group. I'm not sure that's what's coming through. It's kind of an interesting dynamic, maybe like a department head that or department lead. Yeah, the terminology is a little bit different to me, that is coming through here, but you may have shared things or talked about potential ideas or projects, and they may have taken that. So you have been dealing with a lot, but what is coming in is that you are leaving that behind, because then you have also that embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness, but you also have the Death card. So that is coming to an end. That is coming to an end. Whatever way that comes to an end here for you, Aquarius, this Death card is really coming in with this energy of moving on, this transition, letting this go and having a new beginning. So this is what is coming in. You're letting this kind of negative, toxic energy within the workplace, or within a career, or within a situation that involves work for you. You're letting that go, and you're moving into the space of happiness, transition, letting that go, and moving away from the stress and this toxic kind of energy, and moving into this space of new, of kind of shouting from the rooftops, of creating, being in a space that is much more aligned to you. But first, you kind of need to go through and really admit to yourself what's going on, what your true desires are, kind of how this is affecting you here as well. Because this isn't just starting in that what's coming in energy. This has been going on, but it's coming as what's coming in, because you're letting that go. You're leaving that behind, because that overall is you're moving into the state of happiness. And to move into happiness, sometimes we need to be able to let things go and transition into a new beginning, into a new start of sorts. Okay, so what you don't see coming, it says face your financial fears. Some of you have been holding on to this, because of this job, this position, because of the money that you make or the benefits that you receive. So when you are honest, look, you have two about being honest, or telling yourself the truth. So some of you have really been shying away from what is truly going on in the workplace, or as far as your finances go. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. Bring them to the conscious level is what it's saying here, Aquarius. And you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. And successful people still do sometimes have fear and sometimes have self-doubts here, Aquarius. But what is coming in is this need to face those financial fears, because, for some, there may be looking at retirement, at pensions, at stuff like that, right? That are just in this space. And I don't know why that's coming through, but it is coming through. It may just be coming through for one person. Look at all of the information and really be truthful. What is going to be the best for you? Is it retirement that's going to be best? Is it moving away from this situation, because you definitely don't want to be in that work situation here, but is it moving into, working somewhere else part-time, or doing a little something else? Or are you going to be okay with doing that? Okay, because that financial fears, and also decide, for some of you that aren't in that retirement age, for whatever reason that came through, for some of you that aren't in that retirement age, look at if you are afraid of success, or if it's actually failure you're afraid of. Look at that and be honest with yourself, because that is going to be coming in within this here, Aquarius. Now with that, you have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands. Wow. Oh my gosh. And the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. So it's coming through here that you have a lot of you're going to have what you don't see coming. There's going to be a lot of options. So for some of you, you may have really just made a reputation for yourself. You may have really just had this energy with the Seven of Cups of really have your reputation superseding you, and there's going to be some headhunters, some people that are going to be looking for you once it kind of comes down the pipeline that you have chosen to leave. For some of you, others have seen the way that the dynamic works, or heard the way that the dynamic works. For some of you also, um, if this is a boss, for those select few, if this is a boss that is doing this, you are not the only person this boss is doing it to. Okay, just in general, you're probably not the only person that this boss is doing this to, and other people see that. And not only do other people see that, depending on the kind of work that you do, there's a potential that other people have felt the wrath as well, and have noticed how great you are, what your work ethic is, how much give to your job or your career, what have you. And once you decide that this is it, that you're leaving this behind, there's going to be a lot of options out there for you. With the Seven of Cups, there's going to be a lot of potential financial opportunities coming through with this as well. So, wow. So you need to really face those fears, make that decision. I've said before on this channel that I had a boss that was like this for many years, almost 20 years, in fact. And I just stayed there because, how was I going to support my family? How was I going to be able to pay the bills? How was I going to? And then in the very end, right before I quit, I actually was just holding on, of course, the money and that kind of stuff, but I had come to terms with that and started building and doing other things on the side. But also at the end, I was holding on just because I felt so special, because was the longest employee there at the time, and I had my own parking spot, and that was what was keeping me there. And it's interesting, the things that we tell ourselves or the reasons why we stay. But this is coming through that you are going to have options, Aquarius, and you are going to have this new beginning, this transition. But first, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to decide what you truly desire, and you need to face your financial fears and your fears overall. What is keeping you there? And is it really worth it? Because some of you are potentially developing health issues due to this stressful situation. So, and besides, happiness is meant to be yours. Happiness is meant to be yours. Now, moving into what is coming in, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. It's almost like, ta-da! Once you become honest with your true desires, admit what your true feelings are to yourself. It doesn't mean you have to admit it to anybody else. For some, talking it over with a spouse and stuff, yes, probably needs to happen, but admit to yourself, because we need to admit to ourselves a lot of times here, Aquarius, before we can admit it to other people, unless we just happen to blurt it out in a moment, right? But we also need to be able to look at those financial fears, because that's what you don't see coming. There could be within those financial fears, though, you do have the Seven of Cups, so there's going to be a lot of options coming in. But not only that, what you don't see coming is the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So within that Nine of Pentacles, you have this energy of really having this financial abundance, of your hard work paying off, of really having this energy of achievement. So moving into a new place, having a new beginning, having a transition, and with all of these options that are coming in here, Aquarius, is going to bring you into this space of achievement, of success, of financial abundance. Not only that, with that Nine of Pentacles, but also with that Four of Wands energy, that Four of Wands energy coming in here strong with this being supported in the workplace. Feeling as if you, again, just want to shout off the rooftops because it's like a whole switcheroo. You went from day or night, kind of gloomy night, overcast, to the brilliant sun shining with that Four of Wands, feeling supported, feeling as if people are listening to you, feeling as if people are paying attention to you, feeling as if you really get along and are able to bond with your co-workers or your colleagues. Just a bunch of support with that Four of Wands coming in here. And this is just gorgeous energy. You're also going to be moving into a space with this Nine of Pentacles and this Four of Wands of financial stability. And it's going to happen through this new beginning, through one of these options or a few, because sometimes we can take on a couple of options, right? Some might be, side work, some might be a full-time kind of job or gig, that kind of thing. But you're going to have stability that is coming in with this, but you are just going to be over the moon excited because you get to, you're making that decision. You're being truthful and honest with yourself here and facing your fears, financial fears, fear of success, fear of failure, however that resonates for you, but you're being honest with yourself about what you truly want. And you are getting this beautiful supportive energy that is full of abundance, financial stability, and a workplace or an environment or your own career, your own job, your own business, however that comes in for you, that is really assisting or helping with. It can alleviate because we need to do the work too, Aquarius, but assisting with any fears that you have and showing you that you are worthy, and you're just receiving that huge accolades, that recognition, and feeling that achievement that has you just feeling like you are wanting to shout from the rooftops with all of that happiness, with that joy, and with a grateful heart. You're so grateful to move out of this and move to this, and this is that current energy, or excuse me, what's coming in. Your current energy is here, but what's coming in and what you don't see coming is this beautiful, fabulous energy that maybe can't or couldn't happen if you didn't decide to leave this. So it's really up to you. You have free will, but Spirit is indicating that leaving this kind of toxic or poisonous position, being honest with yourself, being true with yourself, is going to bring about this beautiful new beginning, this beautiful transition that many of you couldn't even imagine. So I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to support the YouTube channel, and it does support to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.